The important questions I'm going to answer in this video are these. If you use rice water on your hair for just 2 weeks, what exactly happens? What is the most common and significant mistake that many people make regarding this? And what is the actual step-by-step correct way to prepare rice water? How exactly should you use it to get the very best possible results? How can your hair get significantly stronger and your scalp much healthier? I am going to answer these and many other important questions for you in this video. But make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. It is actually quite fascinating to discover that using rice water for skin and hair is an extraordinary ancient beauty secret that has been used for many centuries in various countries across East Asia. But does rice water actually have any benefits? Yes and no. To better understand my answer, let's take a closer look at what is actually found inside rice water that makes it so beneficial for both your skin and your scalp. Rice itself naturally contains a variety of B vitamins and essential amino acids. These are vital organic compounds that are absolutely necessary for your hair's long-term growth, strength, and overall health. However, the most common methods people use today for using rice water are completely ineffective and largely useless. If you take the time to do a little bit of research, they usually say to thoroughly mix 1 cup of rice water with 2 or 3 cups of plain water, let it sit for 30 to 60 minutes, and then carefully pour all of that water onto your hair and scalp. Let me put your mind at ease. Unfortunately, this particular method doesn't actually have the effect it should, and you're just completely wasting your valuable time and effort for absolutely nothing. For real lasting results, we need a very specific and effective technique that can turn ordinary rice water into a powerful natural probiotic. That is the truly remarkable and long hidden secret of rice water. Just like your gut, your scalp has its own natural microbiome, which is made up of a diverse set of both beneficial and potentially harmful bacteria. Whenever this microbiome's delicate balance is thrown out of its natural balance due to factors like stress, environmental pollution, harsh chemical shampoos, or lack of proper dietary nutrition, issues like dandruff, inflammation, itching, and hair loss can begin to manifest and develop. Now, probiotics help to reestablish and maintain this vital balance. The truly interesting thing about using rice water is that you actually don't need to add any extra beneficial microbes to it at all. This is because all of the beneficial microbes that you and I really need are already naturally present on the rice itself and even right there in the surrounding air. The only thing that you are going to need to do is create a beneficial, nutrient-rich probiotic solution from these simple grains of white rice through a careful fermentation process that lasts for a full 48 hours. Well, now, why 48 hours? Because throughout this specific period, those microbes actively feed on and consume the starch in the rice and will grow at an incredibly rapid and accelerated rate. This fermentation process is what ultimately develops these unique properties. It's exactly like the same process used to make yogurt, cheese, or kefir. After this full 48-hour period has passed, you'll have an incredibly potent and effective probiotic solution that you can apply directly to your hair and scalp with all of its highly beneficial and nourishing compounds. So the rice water that everyone has been recommending to you is actually completely and totally different from this fermented and enriched rice water. This rice water has a very important compound called lactic acid. And you've surely heard some people say the body should be alkaline and acid isn't good and all that. In fact, and especially regarding skin and hair, this is completely the opposite. Lactic acid can actually work wonders to help your skin and hair look and feel much healthier, and it effectively prevents your hair from getting frizzy and dull. In addition to all of this, our rice water is incredibly rich in essential nutrients. It contains magnesium and selenium, and even has compounds that increase nitric oxide. This means exactly what helps significantly more oxygen reach your hair roots. So, if you truly know how to prepare this very special rice water, you are really going to experience an absolutely extraordinary effect on your hair, your scalp, and even your facial skin. Yes, even facial skin. So let's take a closer look at the preparation method. You carefully pour out 2 small measuring glasses of rice into a bowl. You add 4 small glasses of water to it and massage the rice a little with your hands to remove some of the starch and impurities. Then you carefully drain all of the excess water until nothing but the clean rice remains in the pot. Now go ahead and add 2 small glasses of fresh water to it once again. Stir it a bit and let it sit at room temperature for about 2 hours. When 2 hours have passed, carefully separate the rice water from it and pour it into a clean glass jar with a tight-fitting lid, but make sure you don't close the jar lid tightly. Leave it slightly cracked open or cover it with a cloth so air can reach it. From here on, the yeasts and bacteria that were in the air and on that rice start to become active and begin to consume the carbohydrates in that rice water. By doing this, they produce a wide variety of essential nutrients, including vitamins, minerals, and powerful antioxidants. Now, if you give it a full 24 hours, the very first stage of the fermentation process takes place. There are some benefits at this stage, but if you allow it to sit for another 24 hours, the benefits of the fermented compounds increase significantly. Once the full 48 hours have passed, you should remove the cloth from the jar, secure the lid as tightly as possible, and put it in the fridge to increase its shelf life. The colder air inside will significantly slow down any bacterial growth. Now you can finally apply this solution to your hair. Leave it for 20 minutes, then rinse it out thoroughly with lukewarm water and dry. You can also carefully apply a small amount of the solution directly to your scalp with a soft cotton makeup pad. Leave that for 20 minutes too, and then wash it. I would highly recommend that you try doing this twice a week for a period of 2 weeks. By following this routine, you'll need about 4 full glasses of this solution, which is exactly enough for 4 separate uses. This is an incredibly effective and natural remedy for strengthening your hair and restoring all the beneficial microbes to your scalp. And if you are currently struggling with dandruff, itching, or a significant imbalance of the microbial environment on your scalp, this specialized treatment solution can definitely help you a lot. In stark contrast, when you use shampoos that have powerful, aggressive disinfectant properties and destroy the good microbes on your scalp, various types of harmful and opportunistic fungi might start to grow rapidly. That's why the presence of beneficial yeasts on the scalp is absolutely essential and incredibly important to effectively restore a healthy biological balance once again. So definitely give it a try. I am absolutely certain you'll be completely blown away by the result. And please come back afterwards and share all of your personal experiences and thoughts for me in the comments section down below. I am incredibly eager to find out exactly how this method worked for you. Now, if you haven't seen the video on the definitive home treatment for hair loss and regrowth for both men and women, make sure you don't miss out on watching it. You can find that video right here. This video also has some really great information. Make sure you take the time to watch it all the way through. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I love you all so much, my dear friends. I'll see you in one of these 2 videos.